right, guys, let's get at it. But before I get started, though, I'd like to send a shout out to the free crowd, the crowd that is free from heartache, heartbreak, and heart manipulation. Guys, I want you to stand up and give yourself a big round of applause and give yourself a pat on the back. And thank God for that. Financial recovery during a divorce or after a divorce. Financial recovery after a divorce. Guys, now I'm going to start by saying I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm not qualified to give you legal advice, but you can keep your ears open, and if you learn something, then you can use it. Ladies, you do know this is a men's channel, and although we invite you to come and listen, and you can comment also, we don't want the all police up in here. So if you wanted the all police, and what is the all police? The all police is the women that every time you make a comment, it's not all women. Oh, it's men too. It's not all men. Nah, we don't need that. So, yeah, you can just go ahead and decommission yourself if you're all police. The biggest problem with men during a marriage, when the marriage has gone south, things are rocky, is that men fail to identify when they're at war with the person that they've been with, the person that they've considered a friend, a wife, a partner that they trust. Guys, a lot of times we get blindsided by a woman that claims she no longer wants to be with us. And see, that's what catches you off guard. And it doesn't matter if y'all been arguing back and forth, things haven't been good. A lot of time, y'all don't believe the woman about to leave you. You think because she done packed up and left and came back, packed up, left, came back. Y'all think that, man, she ain't finna leave. It's just another time she finna pack up and come back. But let me tell you something, guys. When that woman give you the sit down, and it's some specific phrases and words that she's going to use. Words like, I need space. I'm just so tired. I'm unhappy. I need time apart. Listen, guys, at that point, she's been planning. She's been planning for months and sometimes years for this day to come. She's probably built up enough tolerance and enough emotional strength, and now she's about to have the sit down with you. She's spoken to her mother, she's spoken to her pastor, she's spoken to her friends, and they've all given her the approval. She's probably told them her portion of the story in order for her to get the answers that she's looking for. And only the answer, and the real answer that she's looking for, is something that gives her justification to leave. To give her justification to leave. And the one thing you got to understand, guys, is you way, way, way behind. And the only thing you're going to do by sitting around and trying to bargain with her, and what I mean by bargain, you know what I'm talking about. Sitting around pleading, baby, I promise you I'll do better. I'll show you more attention. And then you go start trying to buy stuff and send her flowers and spend more time. Then she can't even leave out the goddamn house. You checking her phone. You doing all that stuff. You doing pleading and begging. Don't leave. You're down on your knees. All that stuff. Well, guys, I've already said this before. Once a woman's mind is made up, it is made up, and there's nothing you can do. And there's no one that can talk her into staying. Just like when she head over heels with your ass and nobody can talk her out of getting out of a relationship with you, and even though you abusive as hell, mentally and physically abusive as hell, well, if they can't talk her out of getting in a relationship, they sure can't talk into staying with your ass. Because once your mind is made up, it's over. But the problem with us is we can't identify with when that has happened. So there we go, pleading and bargaining, trying to negotiate about, what we gonna do to make things better. And then even sometimes we'll suggest counseling. We even go to counseling, but all you're gonna end up doing is playing relationship gymnastic. That's it. Relationship gymnastic and going back and forth. And trust me, Even if you do go to a counselor, and even if you do counselor, pastor, psychiatrist, whatever you want to go to, even if you go there, they probably ain't gonna do nothing but put a bandage on it, and it might last another 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. But after a while, it's gonna fall apart, just like it's doing now. So your best bet is when she start. And think about it like this, guys. If she's sitting down talking to you, she don't know if you're going to walk off and leave. She don't know if you're going to pack up your stuff and leave. She's taking a chance. And the reason why she's taking that chance, because deep down inside, even if you leave, she know that it's going to hurt, but she's ready for that hurt. She's invited that hurt. She knows she's going, but she would rather go through that hurt and move on than be with your ass. She'd rather go through that hurt and move on than be with your ass. So the first thing you got to do, guys, or the next thing you got to do, is you need to compartmentalize your thoughts. Compartmentalize your thought and then go on the defense, because you got to stop the bleeding. You have to stop the bleeding. And once you stop the bleeding, then you need to go on offense. And when you go on offense, you need to get yourself a lawyer. Get yourself a lawyer, and guys, whenever you get that lawyer, make sure you tell the lawyer the whole entire story. Do not hide. Do not hold back. Tell them the story. Don't think you're going to try to hide money. Because, guys, a lot of times if you tell the lawyer the whole story, then the lawyer can help you better than you trying to do it yourself, because you don't know what you're doing. Even if you're a lawyer yourself, you still need to get your consult with another lawyer and get yourself, retain you some legal consultation. That's what you need to do. Definitely don't be doing no crazy stuff like trying to take all the money out the bank and run up credit cards, putting your house in your sister's name and your cars and your mom name. Don't do all that shit, because only thing gonna happen is you're gonna go into court. The lawyer gonna break open everything, dive into all your financial statements and everything, all your property, and they do it all the time. The court's done seen everything that you think you're gonna come up with, so they already know the tricks of the trade, and vice versa. I ain't gonna never say you're gonna win in a divorce, but you won't necessarily lose. You ain't gonna win, but you won't necessarily lose the things that you want. So just tell the whole story and don't start doing no crazy stuff, and consult with your doggone lawyer. And if I were you, if I were living in the house, I wouldn't leave my house. That's where I'm gonna put it. Because it's easier for a judge to let everybody keep what they want than to take it from one person and give it to the other. If whatever you want in that house, if you gonna leave, whatever you want in that house, take it with you. If you want the house, don't leave. If she leave, then let her leave. Because, guys, remember this. That woman has been planning. She's been planning this for a long time. Women just don't up and do it. And I can guarantee you there's another dude in the picture. Don't think that. Because women ain't finna leave no relationship emotionally without a landing pad. They're going to land somewhere. And it's going to be with a dude. Because most women think that they can find a man that will take their emotions out of their marriage or away from the person they with and soften the blow. They think that falling in love with somebody else will soften the blow, and it doesn't. Only thing it does is make you have feelings for two people. You just have feelings for two people, and you can be in love with one person, still be heartbroken. You can have feelings for one person still, because you're going to have to deal with the grief, especially if y'all been together for a long period of time. You're going to have to deal with the grief, and another person can't help you over that grief. But yeah, she's been planning for a long time. And even if she hadn't, you gotta believe. And I'm just going to say on a generality, most women will do that. And I said that just for the all police. They will consult with lawyers, and yeah, they're gonna talk to their friends, their relatives, and they're gonna get lawyers, numbers to lawyers, references, and stuff like that. And those lawyer guys, remember this: most of those lawyers will tell them how to do legal stuff, but it will be legal and downright dirty, because they know all the tricks of the trade to play against your ass. They know all the tricks of the trade. And while you sitting up there crying and whining, you can't believe this happening to you, man. Why could you do this to me? I worked so hard. Oh man, no, cause she steady talking to a lawyer, and they steady building a case against you. They steady getting up their forces. They ready to come in. Enemies at the gate, and there you is sitting up there whining, crying, and you in a rage, trying to beat everybody up and jump on the woman, all that crazy stuff. Look, dude. Just compartmentalize yourself and just understand that she's planning. And women will do stuff like go to the grocery store and take cash back and do that over a period of time to build up her cash. Pay more than she had to pay for her and nails. Nails cost $100. She'll pay $200 for them. Stuff like that. So she's building up herself to get ready to move on out, to move on with her life. And you got to understand that. And she's been doing this. And the lawyer's going to tell. Now, I ain't finna get into how lawyers would tell women to report abuse, to help try to take the kids and stuff like that. Look, that's a whole nother subject by itself. But they will do dirty tricks like that. So you can't see the kids and things like that. But that's another video. But guys, let's just say that everything is settled. She got what she got. You got what you got. And you living at your mama house on the couch. And now you're trying to figure out where do you go from there. And your finances seem like your bills are more than what you bring home. Your bills are way more of what you bring home. The first thing you need to do is understand that if there's a will, there's a way. If you got strength in your body, you can pull yourself up out of this ditch. If you got strength in your body, you can pull yourself up out of this ditch. And once you get that idea, listen, the heartbreak ain't going nowhere no time soon. That's just how it works. When you play in that arena, that's what happens. So you're gonna have to deal with that regardless. If you're a bum, if you want to be depressed, or if you want to try to move on with your life, you're gonna have to deal with the grief. But in the meantime, you can get yourself a budget. That would be the first thing to do. Look at what you're making. Look at what your bills are. Look at what you're trying to do, and then set yourself a budget, a strict budget. Now, you might have to eat some ramen noodles for 4 days out the week or whatever. And I say this also, man, you got to get over the embarrassment. You got to get over the embarrassment because this is very common. It's very common, guys, and you're not the only one going through it. So just get over the embarrassment. Once you do that, then you can see some light. You can see your way through. And then you can start setting yourself some goals. Setting yourself some goals, and then start working towards those goals. Set that budget, seeing what you need to make, and if you got to pay alimony, child support, man, just chalk that up as a bill. It's a bill. Don't worry about where it's going. It's there. They ordered you to pay it, so pay it. And then just go ahead on and start working toward it, because at this point, you're probably better off, to be honest with you. God just giving you an avenue and telling you that, hey, man, you better off. Now you can build up your empire, and you can be in charge of your empire. You got to share it with nobody. But I tell you a way that you won't build up no empire. That's if you get out here and start chasing women, which is what a lot of guys love to do. Once they get a divorce and they break up, or they're going through a tough breakup or separation, man, that's all you want to do is chase women. Guys, you're not going to get yourself back on your feet chasing women, because you're going to be burning candles on both ends. You're going to be spending money with the woman that you just left or just left you, and you're going to be trying to land you another woman by just chasing after every time you look around. You that's all your thoughts are about this woman, that woman. All your plans are with this woman, that woman. Instead of saying, you know what? I got a woman I'm dating right now. She understanding that I'm trying to pick myself up. She's willing to be there. And she's understanding that I got goals that I got set, and that I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to accomplish those goals, and she looking at, hey, This is what he's trying to do, and I still want to be with him. And there's plenty of women that will. They say they won't, but they will. They'll sit right there as long as you have a plan and she can see that you're trying to accomplish those goals. A lot of time women will follow you, bro, if you find the right one. But that's the main thing you need to be doing. If you're sitting over there at your mama house on the couch, your count looking pretty bad, get yourself some goals, get yourself a budget, get up off the couch, and get at it. Guys, before I get out of here, man, I'm going to send another shout out to the free crowd that's free of heartache, heartbreak, and heart manipulation. And until next time, peace.